In the 6 years that have passed since that fateful day here at Springfield Township High School, Shane's family has remained quiet, harboring their grief and sadness to themselves. But now, they are ending that silence. Local businesses and cafes like the Be Well Bakery here in Lower Moreland are doing everything they can to prepare for the Black Friday crowds. With damaging winds and torrential rains, Hurricane Sandy battered this pristine shoretown community of Ocean City. I'm Brian Sheehan. I'll have the very latest coming up. While some residents here believe that Dr. Gosnell's actions were beyond horrific, those who knew the longtime doctor have mixed emotions about him and what this did to their community. And while the Halligans say they may never know why Shane chose to end his life, they can take comfort knowing that by choosing to share their story, that hopefully they could save another family from dealing with the same heartbreak their family endured. Well, still ahead this noon, the deadline to enroll in Medicare Part D is Friday. We'll tell you what you need to do to make sure you are covered. And swimming with the dolphins was supposed to be a memory to last a lifetime. Well, it is, but not for all the reasons you'd expect. We're coming right back. The cars are still in the creek as officials work to empty them before they are uprighted. But as of now, all work is suspended. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brian Sheehan. Here's the latest on the train derailment in Paulsboro. Earlier today, Coast Guard officials asked residents of Paulsboro to shelter in place as the risk of exposure to hazardous. Well, these are scary and challenging days for the residents of Paulsboro. With that part of our coverage, here's Dre Clark. Well, breaking news out of London, the Duchess of Cambridge is pregnant. Palace officials made the announcement this morning, saying Kate is currently hospitalized with a severe case of morning sickness. Prince William is second in line to the throne after an 8th consecutive loss. Big news from the Eagles organization this noon. Defensive line coach Jim Washburn has been fired. Tommy Brasher will replace him. Brasher has had the job twice before. This surveillance video shows one of the men came crashing down through the roof of the pharmacy. You can see he goes directly to the prescription pill area, stuffing his backpack with assorted items. He eventually escaped the pharmacy in the same way he came in. If you have any information, please call police. Well, police have a body burned beyond recognition in North Philadelphia. Officials found the victim still on fire at the bottom of a parking lot stairwell in the 1500 block of Allegheny Avenue. Police say they are still not sure if the victim was male or female, nor can they determine an age or a race. 6 little numbers. That's all it takes to make you a millionaire 500 times over. With odds 1 in 175 million, your chances may be slim, but that won't keep some from dreaming big. So, what could you buy? Well, hundreds of millions of items if you shop the dollar store. Bought at 99 cents a pop, that's a whole lot of duct tape and dishwashing detergent. So, how about something slightly more flashy? At $148,000, how about a brand new Maserati? Then $2,800 more for your closest friends. If you plan to fly to Grandma's house this Christmas, forget the flight. You can buy the whole jet for $50 million and have plenty of cash for fuel and maintenance. If sports are your thing, you may fancy a team. Forbes found the following franchises all within reach as of March 2012. My personal pick, the Detroit Red Wings, coming in below budget at $336 million. Of course, it is the season of giving, so you could do just that to a charity of your choice. Brian Sheehan, CBS 3 Eyewitness News. One by one, Paulsboro police cautioned residents.
You're being evacuated.
Knocked on doors and evacuated those living near the rail line where a CSX train derailed Friday morning. Carol Polk only had time to pack up her family, her dog, and a few belongings.
I've never had to leave my home, that's the problem, but I have to leave because I have a health issue.
One of the overturned train cars that now sits in the Mantua Creek was carrying vinyl chloride, which leaked from the breached car and dissipated into the air, sending scores of people to Underwood Memorial Hospital.
My stomach hurts, my head hurts, I'm dizzy.
The colorless gas, which has a sweet, mild odor, is known to cause dizziness, headaches, and respiratory problems, which is why the air and water quality is continuing to be monitored.
The next critical time frame will be when those cars when we start to move those cars around and they start to lift those cars.
It's scary, especially when you have kids. It's really, really scary.
Neighbors most affected are those who live closest to the accident site. Evacuations were not deemed necessary in the hours just after the derailment, but as the night progressed and fumes continued to linger into the air, residents were rustled out of their homes and taken to local hospitals.
They told us that we had to get some clothes, enough clothes for 3 days, because they don't want us there for 3 days. We have to evacuate.
I'm Brian Sheehan, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.